Hey, what is good, everybody? My name is Gina Diaz signing in, and welcome to my channel. So today we're gonna be talking about cars this time. We have Popoy joining us today. Just chill Saturday, chill Friday. Sorry, chill Friday tonight. Uh, you know, talk about cars this time. If Yeah, before we continue, before I start even, I wanna talk about my Infiniti G35 real quick. Popoy wants to go down, sure. Anyway, so when I talk about my Infiniti G35, if you don't know, the past years I owned it. I think it's one of the no, it's my longest. It's the longest ownership I had for a car, and I posted created a lot of contents. YouTube, even like TikTok and Instagram. So I really love that car, and unfortunately I had to sell it when I got back from the Philippines. It's one thing that I've always loved for the price. I hope the price stays like that though. But if you think about it, manual transmission with 6-speed is amazing, right? So, so today I want to talk about what car I should get next. I'm actually currently saving up. Of course, I have a baby coming next month. I don't want to be too excited about that, but in the same time I want to make sure that once the baby's out, with my holding her here, I'll be completely happy and fully excited, of course. But yeah, still praying. But related to that, so I'm currently, you're gonna bash me on this, but I'm currently driving a Toyota Prius, a 2010 one, third generation. I want something gas efficient because I used to have two cars. I had to sell them both. So the first one is Infiniti G35, which has 3.5 liter V6, which eats a lot of gas. And my daily, if you think about this, my daily is a Nissan Xterra, which has same thing, same engine. It also has a VQ, but it has a 4-liter engine, all-wheel drive. I mean, 4x4, right? So it's drinks a lot of gas too, so really hard on gas. So I wanted to take a step back because I get to experience that. I get to own the dream, live the dream where I have one of my dreams ever was having a sports car, a fun car, weekend car, and at the same time have a off-road car, which I did. The Xterra is just very capable of off-road, and yeah, unfortunately I had to sell it, both of them. I just have to give up for now and focus on just saving. So now, once again, I'm sorry for delaying this, but I want to talk about, or maybe if you're listening, get some suggestions and ideas from you guys on what car I should get next. However, I have a few lists on what to get. However, I wanted to make sure that it fits on my budget, and at the same time it's worth to make content out of it. So if you have any idea, feel free to let me know, or if you have any suggestion. So let's start. So the first one is that dream car right away. Of course, I can actually afford it. Well, not afford it, I can buy it if I want to, but then I'm probably gonna be having to work every day, no days off or anything, right? So my dream car is 997.1, no need for 997.2, but a 911 Carrera S. No need to go for GT3 RS or 911 Turbo, just the 911 Carrera S. Perfect, right? I'm also thinking about the Carrera 4S, but I really want something rear-wheel drive because drifting or doing donuts or even burnout, I really want a rear-wheel drive. So that's my first choice. I've always wanted one. It's just that, is it worth it? I know it holds their value really, really good, but maintenance wise, I'm probably gonna be paying so much money, right? Unless you're gonna do it yourself. So yeah, that was the first option, is save up to get my dream car. Has to be either white or black, just two color. The next on the list is also expensive, right? So I'll be throwing some options which I'm gonna probably have to do finance, and as much as possible I don't want to do finance, but if it's something that I really want, then I might have to. And my next one is that a car that I always want to is that LC500. Doesn't need to be the newest one. Of course, the newest one is nice because they removed the trackpad, and it comes with Apple CarPlay now, which is extremely good, and it's touchscreen. The trackpad is completely useless in my opinion, and to be honest, it's the LC500. Even just the first time they released it, I believe it's I believe 2015, 2016. Even that, I'm already happy because the price already went a bit lower compared to buying a brand new one, which can cost more than 100k. But if it's like around 70 to 80, maybe I can pitch into that, right? So first one so far, we have 911 Carrera S, which is around 2010 onwards, right? 997.1. 0.2 is a bit expensive, but if I can get a 0.2 with a good price, then probably gonna go for that. And so far right now, LC500. As much as possible, I want the highest trim because, you know, if you're gonna get a luxury Lexus LC500, might as well get the highest trim or performance package, right? With, you know, everything that you want in the car is there. So yeah, something like that has to be either. I think I really just want a black one, just all black. Maybe could debate on the white color as well, because I always wanted white cars. Like my Honda Civic is white before, and my G35 was also white. So I think I would rather go either white or just all black. So yeah, and interior has to be black as much as possible for LC500. So it's gonna be a hard one to find, but I think it's the common color as well when you try to get LC500. So yeah, next one is but if you don't know, LC500 is also one of my dream cars. That's why I really want to, because you get the Toyota reliability, Lexus reliability, which is very, very nice. And apparently maintenance cost is not as bad, and of course you get that V8. Same thing as well. Actually, I really want something that has turbo as well, so I'm really kind of debating if I should just take that hit, because for 911 it only comes with flat 6 unless you get a turbo. So it's also NA, and LC500 also comes with V8 but also comes with NA. And as much as possible, all the cars that I'll be mentioning that I'm gonna be getting next, hopefully, is it has to be at least having 4 seats. So I actually kind of start thinking about something with like Corvette. Like I've always wanted Corvette as well, but since it only has 2 seats, kind of hard right now, because if you're gonna have a kid, it's so hard to, you know, put someone in the back. Or I mean, it will be good if it's just you and your girlfriend, right? Or you and your dog. But I really want something that has at least 4 seats, so I can, you know, emergency, I can put someone at the back. So yeah, I really like the C5 because one of my dream cars, actually one of the extreme dream cars, which is just it's not worth it at this point, is Acura NSX, the older one. So Honda NSX technically. That's the ultimate dream car before, but it's just not realistic anymore for the price. And at the same time, I really want a GTR. But in the same time as well, the price just skyrocketed. It's not worth it anymore. So kind of took those cars off the list. GTR and NSX, they're out of the list, even though those are like one of my extreme dream cars. But right now it's just always been 911. Like every time, just catch my eyes, and I always kind of see myself driving one someday. But yeah. Like I said earlier, with Lexus LC500 has the V8. It's not super fast, but I'm sure it's super fast for me already. But for some people, those are speed junkies, probably don't see it as a super fast car. But it's a V8, all right, a reliable one too. Okay, next one is one thing that I've been looking into the past few months is that an M4. I really wanted the coupe specific, no, the 2 doors convertible, right? So I really wanted that one. The M4 convertible. M3 is nice, but I don't know why I really like the 2 doors and with a convertible, because it has a hard top convertible. I always wanted to own one, to be honest with you guys. An M4 convertible, specifically either an all black one or an all white one with the black interior. Same thing for the black. I wanted to be black interior as well, or the original BMW unique color, which is the sky blue one, right? So that's my favorite color as well. So yeah, I've been wanting to, but at the same time I'm thinking about the reliability of the new BMW. I know the newer ones is good, like the B58 engines and everything, but specifically the one that I want is that around 2017 to 2019 BMW M4, the one with the hardtop convertible. I really want the M4 one specifically. If you're gonna get a BMW, I mean, of course you can get the other 325i or the 428i or something, but at this point might as well just go for BMW M4, right? Like just go for M4. And I really want a manual specifically too, so yeah. And convertible, that's what I really want. I've been wanting one ever since. I don't know, it might change my mind once I actually own one, and then in the summer, driving it in the fall or winter. Of course it's gonna be a summer car, but still, right? Yeah, so third is M4, at least 2017 2018 as much as possible, or even 2016, I don't mind. That's one thing. I really love how it looks, man. It's like something that is timeless, right? I like those ones compared to the newer ones. Next is something could be controversial, but knowing that I came from Infinity and I love VQ's engine, it came to my mind of thinking about getting 350Z, but with HR. But at the same time now, what I'm thinking is that, the same experience, but kind of want to go back to that, but at the same time better. So my next option is that getting Q60 specifically. I don't know why. I really like how the Q60 looks more than Q50. I know the Q50 is a bit lighter than the Q60, but I don't really care, to be honest, because I guess I came from the G35 and it has 2 doors. I like how it looks, even though it's much better to have 4 doors, because if you have family you can bring them around. But I really like how the Q60 looks, because it's like a much better, it's technically a baby GTR if you think about it. GTR has 3.8, and then is it 3.8 and twin turbo, and then Q60 has V6 3.5, 3-liter turbo. So it's something that is very, very nice, and I love how it looks. It's just that they're underrated right now, and people are like talking shit because VQ's reputation is not as good right now. And yeah, but thinking about it, a lot of people don't like about the technologies of it too. So something that I need to consider of, but at the same time I always like how it looks, man. Interior wise, maybe the technologies could be better, but I really want the Q60 all-wheel drive 3-liter turbo. I don't care if 3.7 is much reliable, but I want the twin turbo with it. So yeah, there's some issues on those, but that doesn't matter. So I'm also debating on that, because price range for the money, like for how much they cost now, will be like a really good for the money, right? Like you get a lot of car for the money, plus it's all-wheel drive, it's super fun, and then you can convert it to rear-wheel drive. It's just that it's gonna be one open differential, but doesn't matter, right? So that's something that's really, really nice too. The next one is that I really, like I mentioned earlier, really want something that has 4 doors. I mean, sorry, 2 doors with 4 seats. The last one that I'm still currently on. No, not last one. I would say this is second to the last. This is that BMW E30 325i convertible. So maybe I always want the convertible, the E30 ones, even though it's the very first, what's this called? BMW trying to go for convertibles. So it's something that there's going to be a lot of issues. It's going to be coming from 1980s, right? So there's going to be some issues, but at the same time, I always like how it looks. I always like this classic box looking cars, and I've been actually in the market for almost a year now, which is crazy, even though I was still owning my G35. I really want a all white one, either all white one or an all black one. So it's just 2 colors, man, and it has to be convertible. It came to my mind sometimes I just get the 325i coupe 2 doors. It has to be 2 doors, but it's like owning the same car as I own G35. Technically rear wheel drive, right? G35 is just much faster, but I don't know. I don't care if it's not going to be fast. I just want an E30 convertible specifically stands out. That's the plan. And then make it a show car, I guess. Get an airbag suspension, something like that. So yeah, that's the plan. So either get but it's really hard to find out, plus the price is skyrocketing now for E30s, and it's so hard to find a good condition one. Of course they're reliable, that's what other people say, because until like they started changing, from 2010 onwards, BMW started using plastic materials on their engine base. I think so still thinking the only cons of getting the E30 is that going for that, not reliability. It's because it's old. It's like 30-year-old car, so you have a lot of things that you need to change and replace. It's like wear and tear. You have to replace the bushings, the seals specifically too, right? Yeah. The last one is, I don't know why, I've always loved, like, once you go back, it's like, once you go to owning a VQ, it's so hard to let go because of how reliable they are and how fun they are, and I really love how they sound. So my last option is either, maybe because I really regret selling my car and my Infiniti G35. I didn't get to make videos about this, but 2 months after, not even actually 2 months, only a month after, the new owner totaled it already. I'm also debating if just going back to either getting a G35 or G37. Okay, but I want it to be either all black or all white. If I'm gonna get a white one, I want it to be black interior. I don't know why I thought it was nice to have that tan interior or beige interior. It's just terrible. Like, to be honest, for mine, it's at least 50-50. Like, the dashboard is black, but then the seats are beige, and I never like those. Yeah, I would really make sure that if ever I'm gonna get one, it has to be black interior, either white or black, and kind of like recreate my build from before. At the same time, I actually saw some listings, really good price for what it is. One is supercharged, the other one is twin turbo. For that price, I sold my car for 10k, and that listing was like selling for like almost 10k as well, which is insane. But yeah, I didn't expect for this video to be this long, but I hope you enjoyed and get to listen to my plans. So feel free to let me know if you have any questions, if you have any suggestions, what do you like, or what do you want to see on this channel going forward with street work and cars, because it will be both. So thank you so much for your time. It's just so cozy here. I like being here, sitting, just talking and everything. So yeah, thank you so much. Feel free to subscribe, like that button as well. My name is Gino, signing out. Peace.